Monday, and we are having a manifestation session. And I do believe today is episode 25. Correct me if I'm wrong, for those who've been following. It's in the comments. It's in the title. We're here to actually focus today, and we don't even know what we're focusing on yet. That's the most exciting part. And we're also going to concentrate. We're going to concentrate on whatever it is we want, and we don't even have to know what that is either, and that's also very fun. So here we are, and I am here for it, and it's 5 o'clock. It's the 5 o'clock brain high. This is where you let your brain become creative and do its own thing. Woo, let's go. Today we're going to learn how to basically create our own personal power, we're going to claim our fortune, and we're going to practice self-worth, and we're going to believe in ourselves, and we're also going to allow, because remember, we can't like have everything about us, like, oh, well, I'll do this and I'll do that. It also has to be what the other half of the balance is doing, which is the universe. So it is really what you know what your path is, and sometimes you fight it, but sometimes you just go with it, and then that's how you find out what you like. So today we're here to celebrate. Wow, it's kind of neat that it's episode 25 because Christmas is on the December 25th, right? So we're going to start opening ourselves up, which is really good because I was doing a lot of like self-hypnosis as I was cueing this video, which included a lot. Well, I'm very transparent, so I'll just show you. Let's go, YouTube, let's go. Come on, YouTube, let's go. You know, basically speaking to my higher power because I love YouTube and I look forward to being on YouTube, and I'm live right now, unless you're watching this playback. I do love manifesting, and I love manifesting with you, and so I'm happy you're here, and we are here to open ourselves up. Because when I was doing my self-hypnosis, where I was saying, come on, you two, let's go! You know, that was like my way, my production way, because I grew up in an entertainment family. I've always been a producer. And so that's my way. When I say, quiet on the set, that means I don't want to hear a hair drop. How are you doing? And I'm very happy to be here. And I'm happy that you're ready to manifest. So the first thing we do is create our space, because without that, then people invade it, and that's not good. It's always good to just create your own space. As a matter of fact, I highly recommend, if you're ever upset, to just create a space. I'm going to move this lamp a little because my hand is hitting it. It sounds so simple, right? And it's so fun. Like you could go in your car like I did this morning, or you could go anywhere you want. And that is your space. And then you tell yourself, well, I don't want anyone coming around here. And that's like your boundaries. It's very simple. And then that ties into your medicine wheel, which is round, and it's basically your Native American medicine wheel that is yours, personal to each person, where they put their wishes and their desires and their goals all on one wheel. And then on that wheel, they also put what they don't want to do, like what they don't like, not what they don't like. It's just what they will or won't do, basically. That's what it is. So it's what they will or won't do. That's the medicine wheel. I just realized I didn't put any water near me, which is like tragic. Actually, there is one. Give me it's like 4 seconds, but I could do it in 2. 1, 2, okay, maybe 3. Great. So we're on the medicine wheel. We got the medicine shield. The medicine shield is even more like important and sacred, which you can't really get more sacred than a medicine wheel, A medicine shield is an extension of your power. And you put on there like what you want to do, which is what we're doing. The cat is moving. Sorry for the distraction. Okay, let her sit in grandma's chair. What you want to do, you put it on your wheel. And you point stones. So you take stones, like I did it with my garden at my last place, and I definitely did it in this new garden. It's not new. I've been living here 2 years. And I took the rocks and anything that looked sacred that I found, and I put it all into a little area, which was my wheel. And then later, a few weeks or months later, I made my shield, and I was teaching about that too. So basically what you're doing is you're putting like your wishes, your dreams, your hopes, your aspirations onto another place. So it's like a safe holding ground where you put those thoughts onto something sacred, which is yours, because everybody has a medicine wheel and a medicine shield. Hi, Quentin. Thanks for saying correct. Let's go, Queen. Thank you. I'm glad you heard me because I was literally like, let's go, you two. Woo! Does what cover my belly button? The shirt? Yes. And so we're opening up and allowing. Oh, basically, okay, what have I manifested? Because you guys all want to know. That's a part of the show, right? Because you know, why would I be talking about it like for practically free if, which is not practically free for anymore, because since last Monday, since I expressed myself on my live video on episode 24, I expressed how I thought some things could be a little different, and things got different in a better way, in a really much better way. And so I'm not allowed to tell like exactly like, did I get a raise? Did I get a bonus? Did I get a this? Did I get, a promotion? But I got one of those. And so it's very interesting because I didn't plan on saying that, and it came out because it's a big part of me. And then I was walking it, I was walking it like after I shut off the live video, every step I took, and I know my mom felt it too from the other room, was, my story, which is I got hacked. I'm Facebook famous. And I think I'm famous because, 320,000 followers is not just a walk in the park, right? It's something, right? And it was growing, and it still is. It's the same extension at Corin Virtual Coach, but it's still growing too. That's the other good news. Like I'll get it back. It's just a matter of time, right? And I don't really want to put too much energy into Meta Facebook. I just want to go back and be able to tell people what really happened. Jarvis, absolutely flawless always. How cute, thank you. Woo! This one person wrote, I don't know if they wrote it in an email or here, but I like the way that you don't flaunt it. No, they wrote it in a TikTok messenger. And you're probably watching too, like that person over there that follows my TikTok. It's the same handle at Corin Virtual Coach. But yeah, he said, I think you're gorgeous, and I like the way that you don't flaunt your body. And I was like, I'm just all natural the way that I like to be. I'm very just down to earth. Jensen, or I don't know why I called you Jensen, but maybe I'm sensing Jen Stu 555. Ooh, good numbers. They've been so lucky for me, those 555s, let me tell you. I literally don't know how to get 50 followers. Oh, 5 again. So you have to look at the bright side. The 50 followers is intense, babe. Cherish them, each one, because they will start multiplying big time. Anyone who has the ability to do that has my admiration. Oh, Jen or Jennifer, thanks for your compliments. Wow, man, you know what? Woo. I just got busy. Like we were in Newport Beach, my mom and I, we were cruising around, and she goes, well, what is it that you want to do again? Because I always did something different in my life. I've had businesses, and now I am a business. And I was like, it's virtual. I want to do virtual, I'm a virtual assistant, I said. That's exactly what I said. And she goes, okay, Corinne. And so next thing I know, I was getting her a place to live because she was getting older. And she's always been appreciative, but she always wanted to go back home, like most people. It's just so sweet. I've been with my mom for 8 years. And I don't even worry about the fact that I was hacked, though. Don't worry, because I know that everything happens for a reason. And so to the person who wrote that, Jen, let me see. Your top is super cute. Thank you. I like reading these back because these aren't going to be on the playback for some reason. My setting has been screwing up on YouTube. They never make it to the playback, these comments, and they should, right? So that's why I read everyone. Thank you so much. So I put all my energy into Facebook, and I put a lot of energy into YouTube. And when I became a YouTube creator, which was years later, I broke right through overnight. I don't know. I don't even want to brag. I have 4,200. I found this conversion tool, and I found it online because I'm a reader, and it was all the baby was being birthed. I was on my computer going, opening that page. And then I found this tool that converted your regular profile on Facebook to opening a page, right? And so I wanted to trademark it. And so I gave it my same name that I had as a profile, right? Because that's in the history. Oh, please be nice. I don't have time to do any typing right now, blocking or nothing. So just be nice, please, in the chat. Check this out, guys. And I formed that, and so I had about 2,500 real Facebook profile people that I knew. But I woke up, I was really excited because I crashed out after 5 hours. I was in one spot like this and another spot like that with my laptop. My laptop was hanging off of me. I was going, I was forming that Facebook page. It was January 20 of 2020. And then I knew that I had to stay with YouTube because I told my mom, I have to be simultaneous, okay? This Facebook thing I'm doing, I told her I have to be simultaneous with, I have to post. So what I was doing was I was posting videos that were going viral, the playbacks. Some of them were live, but some of them were also pre-recorded. And then I would post them up on YouTube. I like that, Keith. He's moderating for me. Keith Vaughn, thank you. He said, welcome to this channel as we enjoy supportive messages. Shifts the room. I like that. I like the shift. Good one. Keith, you know I dig you 100%. You know that. The room more than rules ever will. Yes and yes. Good one. Thank you. Thanks for that complimentary moderation. That's awesome, man. This career is fire. I'm allowing. You all know me that I'm going to open up like this when I'm manifesting and meditating. Yeah, I just wonder how many people do now because I've taught people in person how to do this too. Mitchell, he says, sup. Sup, babe. Sup. How you doing? Oh, Jen, I remember a long time ago when you bought a house or something. Oh, yeah, I think I know who you are now. See, because I feel those energies. Because everybody on YouTube has different handle names than they do on Facebook because sometimes it's just set up different. But then I claim to feel certain energies because I bond with you guys. And I just appreciate that so much. I'm still in the house that I bought. And then, yeah, the first house also I owned. It was a townhouse. townhouse. And this one, I'm relocating. I'm relocating because I have to bring my mom somewhere where she can have more benefits. Like there's more benefits for her in California. Uh-oh, messages are already getting held for review, you guys. So we are now taking a deep breath. Yeah, taking a deep breath and we're opening up. You can literally feel your back, like your wings. You see these right here? Do they call that? No, because there's another word, scapula. I went to school and I got the whole anatomy, but to throw your shoulders back, so that's the key if you're having a hard time with it, if you're struggling at all you have to do is like relax your shoulders like this and then put your arms like that a little bit and shake them out and then do these rolls, see? This is how I would like to spend my day every day around this time too, like right before dinner would be perfect. I like that. Keith says, luck and favor opens more with every healing breath. Good one. See, we're breathing. Can you feel us all breathing together? I can. It's great. It's such a relief, you know? I feel every one of your energy, by the way. I feel it. I'm on the energy train. So, it's very simple. All you're doing is focusing. See, and it's like I said, we don't even know we're focusing on because some of us don't know what we want to do. Have you ever asked yourself, what do you want to do? Like, what do I want to do? Have you ever said that to yourself? How many times a day? You know? Because we see people doing things, like a lot of things, and so we like sometimes assume that we have to do them too. When in reality, maybe that's not our path. That's why it all goes back to Mother Nature and Father Sky. It's so like refreshing just to acknowledge nature. Don't you feel that? I literally could hear like waterfalls open up. I really can. I'm connected and I'm teaching people how to connect to their inner self. I'm stretching as tall as I can in the moment because that's what feels good. See, if something feels good, I'm going to share it. That's how you build audience because you stay loyal to what you do. I've been doing stretchercise for years, and so people rely on me for this. What I'm doing right now is I am standing tall with my shoulders back. And I'm squatting. I'm squatting because it sucks to sit all day, you know? And I'm tired of my butt cheeks like touching each other. Like, I want to you know, it's very important to change positions in your life. That's why I worry about my mom because she's not that active. Like I told her, I said, okay, I'll let you know when I'm done because we're going to have something to eat. And I don't know what though, but we'll figure it out. And I was like, okay, so you're going to get out of that position though, you're not going to be in that position forever. Like, she's like, but I'm comfortable. I'm like, I know, but you're going to have to switch positions. So like, I'm going to get her out and like take her for a walk, you know, and let her sit like over here. So her body's different. This is good. Keith, hold how you breathe. I'm doing my exercises. How you breathe and hold your body controls your emotional states. Right. Like I really needed a mental release. And so when I do these squats and stuff, like I'm in my normal habitat right now. Like It feels so good to not have my butt, my ass constricted like in one place right now. Like that's why it's important to open your stance. See? Open your stance, and that'll take both bones. It'll take both bones and like pull them together. And it will pull them apart, and your back will straighten up. Your back will straighten, and you'll feel like you're in balance too. You'll feel like you're in balance, and you are. You are. That's like a Tai Chi move right there, where you're like, you know, ha, you know? Sorry, I'm missing some of your comments, but Keith, the position is holding her state. Exactly, the position that I'm holding is releasing the spirits, see? Oh, and by the way, sometimes spirits creep up on us too, and that's why when you open up your like body, I was gonna say diaphragm, open up your diaphragm. When you open up yourself like this, like I'm stretching so good, you have no idea. Like, I'm like, dude, I'm gonna do a squat as far down as I can go right now. It just feels good to be working out while I'm meditating. Because I am pretty much in a very meditative state right now. Because how else can I bring you there if I am not? And I am. And it's awesome. It's awesome. Woo! See, all these stretches, like you don't do these while you're doing the dishes and driving your car and cleaning your face. You know, you're always like this, you know what I mean? You don't do these. You don't do these. Unless you're like an athlete, like, and you do, you know, it's just, you know, nobody really teaches this, and it's like, it needs to be out there. Because I could literally feel everything opening. I could feel my like height. I could feel myself getting taller. Literally. Like I feel everything separated. And now I feel like there's tension back here. So I'm gonna find where it is. Like where is it? Okay? It's right there it's right there on that band. I must have lifted something wrong. And you can fix your own body. Watch this. You just put your hands there and pull toward your stomach. See, that feels good. As you enjoy reading these words, realize how every movement opens your deepest peace and comfort more with every healing breath. Yes and yes. Keith, you're so awesome. I mean, like you write scripts for me live here. I mean, it's like, and that's exactly like, I feel like you're writing it off of my thoughts or something. And it's beautiful because I'm like teaching the physical. And then you'll come on and show the reality of the breath. The reality of actually taking time to set apart from everything else you do. Because trust me, like, this is not that easy to show up every Monday. Like I'm trying to like do like big things with my manifestation. I have big goals and I don't know when they're supposed to happen, but I'm knocking them down. Oh, and I also got an offer this week. So another manifestation that happened besides YouTube promoting me. Whew. That right there is so beautiful. I just feel, thank you, YouTube. Mwah. And then I was doing real estate and I was calling, you know, because I look for a good buy. And then this one broker was like, oh, so you do marketing? And I'm like, yep, social media. And she says, oh, wow, well, that sounds something that I would appreciate. And we have a real estate team here. Because I had told her that I graduated school and got my certificate, but then I haven't taken my exam yet because I was still studying, you know. I just want to be like 100% sure, because there are a lot of different subjects, I ain't gonna lie. And especially if you don't know the thing yet, anything about real estate, then it's a little harder, but it could be like memorized like anything else, you know. And then just like if you don't have full understanding of what it was yet, because there's no way you would unless you lived it out. Like I've written a lot of offers and I've accepted a lot of offers, and it's like, you know, in different states. And so I pretty much know just real estate. I know real estate. So that's a celebration. Let me get the water. But she was impressed with my ability to do social media marketing. And I felt like it was an invitation to try it on for size, and it made my whole week, you know, and I couldn't wait to come here and tell you guys that I manifested somebody like making me an offer to work on her team. Like, you know, she hasn't interviewed me in person yet, but the fact that she mentioned it is like, wow, thank you so much. I mean, you don't know how that, like I've had a few brokers now show interest, and even the school brokerage who holds the test prep, one of the companies or something, like said, let's try that, you know. And it's like, God, I had 3 now actually. That was my 3rd. So I feel like I manifested that, and I guess I did because I went to the school. I'm gonna go back to my exercise a little. I went to the school for 39 days. 39 days. I had to remember the numbers. 3 and 9, easy. I took the whole school in 39 days, and I passed. And I was getting like almost 100% out of like 5 out of 8 quizzes at the end. I'm like, oh yeah, this is getting a little better, but I felt kind of shaky because I was watching other quizzes and YouTube videos about real estate, passing your state exam. And there were some things that I wasn't getting right. And I'm like, uh-oh, so no way am I gonna like try that, because, so then I started studying. And now I'm taking a break from studying. So yeah, I picked up about 8 more things by watching YouTube videos, and I felt kind of confident, this confident feeling that those extra 8 might have pushed me into the passing grade. You know, I just don't want to forget it, but I don't really forget like that. Once I associate words with words, because I already know the concepts of real estate, because I'm a real estate investor. So it's like, that's why I understand it when I'm reading it. I don't just memorize what they're saying. I literally know what they're talking about. So that feels good. I feel like that's my path, and I was put there by, I don't know, my mother, the universe. I don't know what it's my path though, you know. It's Father Sky, Grandfather Sun, Grandmother Moon. How is Grandmother Moon? What does anybody know what the moon is doing tonight? It's probably doing something in different locations. And I like going outside, but it's just too cold at night here. Don't forget the rain. Sometimes it rains in the desert. I love that. Desert rain. And opening up and receiving. Like, this doesn't look like the receiving position, but it is. It is because you're receiving in your chest. See? In your solar plexus right here, and all this energy right here. You're receiving the blessings. You're receiving the power. You're receiving the universe. And the universe holds the treasures. It holds the jewels and the bonuses and the offers and the everything that all goodness that life has to offer that gives benefit to your life, things that you dream and wish for, things that you hope for, things that you desire, things that you're manifesting into your life, things that you, people that you want. Like I even said, gosh, I hope a few brokers when I was studying, but I feel confident, so I was manifesting. Of course they will. I know real estate and I'm doing well on these quizzes in this school. Why wouldn't they, right? So I had to like talk to myself, you know, because sometimes, like I was saying earlier, there could be external spirits that try to invade your peace. And you have to like be careful of those. You have to like put light around you. I've taught this before. You have to surround yourself with light, and it also helps me remember, and it gets rid of all the evil spirits. So right now I'm gonna do a really big squat while I'm manifesting because this is tight right now, and I'm like, you know what? I just need to stretch it. Yeah. So YouTube makes a live capture, and then they call it a live highlight, and then it's easy for you. And sometimes every time I'll go watch it. And if it's not exactly what I wanted to represent on this Monday, episode, then I just opt out. But if they're still there, like I could still post them. But they leave that for you in your studio. It's just like, it's a short. I'm stretching. Do you have any idea how good it feels to move fluid like this? To just fluidly go like this? Because you created your space, you're not gonna like whack your hand into the lamp, which that's why I'm going slow. And so you have to be careful. When I say create your space, like this, like push that back a little, push this back a little, and open up to the gifts. There's gifts, they're coming in, and you're like, you could feel them tingling in your fingers. They're arriving. And the best way to do that is get a piece of paper and write down things as if you have them already. Write 5 things as if you have them already. I have peace of mind. I have knowledge. I have abundance. And then abundance again, and just raise up and stretch it out. Stretch it and do your stance. Do the stance and squat too. I put my shoulders out like this. It's like they're out, but they're back, because otherwise I'm gonna walk around like this, and that doesn't feel, yeah, sometimes you do. Doing the laundry, But I'm not gonna stand like that, like when I'm talking to you. I'm gonna show you how I do it and how it's changed my life. So that would be another manifestation that I'm doing today, like the ability, the strength, the core to want to do this. See? To want to do it. Because sometimes I don't do it. Like I used to do it halfway in between the week, that way. And now I'm just like, my body is starving for it because I missed it. Somehow I missed it because I was helping others. And that's why I'm putting my arms, see, so you sit all day, right? And so it just sucks. Like, it feels like your butt is like, you have to put your stance. You have to put your stance and let your butt hang, literally. You literally do. See, it would be funny if YouTube got the live highlight right there where I'm teaching about stretching whatever you want to stretch. Do it at your own risk. And what's funny about this is you could be praying or manifesting or meditating all the whilst, you know, because why not? Like if you're going to work out or if you're going to do yoga or exercise or any kind of stretching, any kind of exercising, why not think about the best outcome? Like put yourself, the things that you're going to write down. For an example, I have the house, I have the car, I have the job, I have the spouse. Am I rhyming? I have the ability, I have good health, I have my cheeks spread apart right now because I'm sick of sitting and driving and all that. So that's why I'm putting my legs open like this, and I'm showing you that you can too. You can too. It's all a part of the exercise. It's a part of the yoga. It's a part of the stretchercise. It is one, and now you could sit, and you wouldn't believe what happens. Your butt like pops out perfectly, and there's literally air in between your crack at that point. Like for the first time today, for the first time in a week, because when you lay down, they still smush together. See, I'm teaching you about a little bit about, I'm not a doctor, okay? I am a spiritual healer, and I am talking about your skeletal system and your muscular system, the way that they are conjoined together. That is what I am referring to. Welcome to Monday of Manifestation, and I'm improving my posture. So that's one thing that I'm manifesting, and I think to myself, why not? Why not do it here? Why not do it here? I've been doing this since 2020 in front of the camera, and I have been doing this all of my living days. I don't remember who showed it to me. It's probably my dad. No, it was my mom, because she did these. And this is the helicopter. This is really good. See, once you did all those stretches like I did, then you're ready for these because, well, you'll know what you're ready for, but I'm ready for these. And you start swaying. Yeah, see? And your neck too. See, everything starts aligning. It's freaking beautiful. It's freaking beautiful. And so, this is the genie. I could serve a drink right here. Set your drink down on my table. I scrolled over something. I don't know if it's drama. I'm afraid to go back and look because I'm feeling too good. Keith, breathing patterns, LOL. Yes, change how she breathes and posture can open your inner resources. Exactly, you could hear me. Thanks for the compliment. Pretty for an older lady. Cool, why not? All my friends still call me girl. Hey girl, what's up? I feel like more like a girl than anything. Brian, can I see your tattoo? I have several. Which one, babe? I don't have several, but I got at least 4. As we enjoy this content, liking, sharing, following, commenting. Oh, thanks, Keith. Oh, you're melting me. The fact that you're still here is like awesome. And there's been some people hanging on. Oh, let me share my new jewelry since we're at that hour now where we have to talk about what's going on here. And you could hear me breathe too, huh, Keith? Because I really got myself riled up. See, I'm used to being a model on a set, and it literally sounds like this. Come on, you two, let's go. You know? But like sometimes 15 people all at once screaming it, like people on production sets. And then all of a sudden you'll hear the executive producer holler, quiet on the set. You know, and you know shit's about to get real. Because they're serious. And if you're there, you had better be quiet. You better not drop a pin, literally. You better not move, just to be safe. Because I've seen people get chewed out bad. And I'm like, I like your cute comment. See, I don't mind when people are cute about it. Oh, baby, be careful over there. Oh, God. And thanks, guys. Happy poop. That's cute. I don't know what that is, but I'll take it. It's a gift. Oh, my God. Thank you. I don't know what that is over there on the far right. It shows me a star with a chat text. And it's like, it says 0. But then there's this cosmic, astronomical design. A little tiny icon, you know, on my board. It says 22 people here, 11 people had thumbed up. Thank you. And you got the stars. The little star, it says 0, but then you got that astronomical, it's like, it looks like that. It's right there. And it says 5. So I'm like, is that the super chat, the super gifts, or the super, there's 3 of them. There's 3 of them, trust me. There's 3 of them, and then there's more too. There's all kinds of gifts. Keith, as you sharpen your skills. I like this. This is like talking more than about the real estate again. And of course, the Monday manifestation. As you sharpen your skills, as your opportunities grows in an ever increasing way, my strong and resourceful friend. Have I told you to take my breath away, Keith? That's a good thing, because sometimes we need to stop and be thankful and be appreciative and also help others. That was nice. Oh, I missed so many comments. Jarvis, he says, don't mind me, kind of upset. You are perfect in every way possible. How can you? How can you say that? I don't think anybody's perfect. I feel so good though. Mwah. Thank you. I'm gonna learn a dance. I don't know about tonight. I should. I tried the move. There's an opening move. It's a dance trend on TikTok. So I think that's keeping me youthful. I feel very good. Like my body's connected with my mind. That's why I'm here, to also guide people. Thank you for your compliment again, Jarvis. Keith, if you believe she is perfect, just automatically and naturally flood this creator with ever-increasing love. Oh, exactly. We're here for it. We're here for it. Hey, do we have a connection? And support with every healing engagement, yes and yes. I like how you wrote yes and yes. It's like when I go, let's go. Charlene, hi, how are you? Welcome to my little holiday soiree. We're being very festive today. Thank you for being in the live chat of Monday Manifestation, and I'm always happy to see you. And she's got the hands, the pink animated hands, and I'm like, okay, another comment. I don't mind, because let's just have fun, because we did a lot. We basically focused and we set our intention. Not really, we concentrated. We didn't really set our intention today, because the intention is already there, because we all have our own path. You will be set apart from the world, and you will be loved by our God and blessed abundantly. I hope the same for you all. I really, really do. Your life will be eternal with him forever. Yes, I do feel Father Sky and Grandfather Sun when you refer to him. And if you refer to the female energy, I feel Grandmother Moon, and actually the lightning and the rain, I think they're both androgynous. I'm gonna get some lotion, give me a second. The lightning and the moon. I teach about lotion too, by the way. I'm into natural products, even soaps, dish soaps. And you can't forget the thunder beings. You cannot forget the thunder beings. It's 5:44. I was at 4:44, like really amped. And then around 4:57, because I came on around 4:58, 4:59, it was like magical. It told me, man, like you are like a superstar. Like you have manifested. I literally already did this on Facebook, and it's like happening on YouTube. It's so incredible. It's so incredible how, like I was saying, that I would just take a copy of a live Facebook and just post it on YouTube, because I knew back in January 20 of 20, when I started my Facebook page, I converted you still keep your profile, but there was a conversion tool that I found just by reading. I was searching, how do you do this? That's how I found it in the first place. It took me a few years to even find out that you can earn from being a creator on social media. Because I already heard that people on YouTube had done that before, right? But I didn't know, like I jumped on the wave basically, and I'm like riding it into the North Shore. And the eastern sun is rising above. So that means it's in the morning. And well, I guess it depends on which beach you're at, right? If you're in Guam, then, man, I saw a sunset, which I don't know, it's a time difference, right? I saw a sunset in Guam. I've talked about this before, and I might as well talk about it again because I got the red going over here, you know? So it was very red. I was with my modeling partner, and we were in Guam, and I was trying to get us out of there, actually, like from the second I got there. But we had one night, because I got us out by like sunrise, and even the taxi driver was like, "What's up?" And I'm like, "I don't know, bro, let's go." I just remember cleaning the whole place and then leaving, and it was really dirty, but like I needed to like create space when I got there. And as I cleaned, I could see the layers of, you know, guilt of like people that like hired us. Like everything wasn't like scheming up to how they presented it. I guess the dirty place would pretty much say it all. And I think it just took me like an hour through like just different rooms of cleaning this place that they put us up at. And like the story wasn't mixing. And so this taxi driver is like, "You girls are actually lucky to get out of there." I'm like, "What, bro?" He's like, "Yeah, I haven't heard good things." And I was like, "Dude, bro, I felt it." And like my partner, like she didn't really clean because she was like wasted from the plane ride, like not alcohol, but like brain just crashing. And she just crashed in this one spot, right? And I just remember cleaning, you know, taking over, right? Captain of the ship, right? And I'm like, I told her after like 45 minutes, I was like, "I'm sensing something, you know." And she's like, "You always do, you know," but she's like sleeping like this, like sitting against the wall. And I'm like, so I knew that girl for like 10 years, I think. Well, I feel like I still know her, although I haven't talked to her in like 20 years or something. I don't know. It's a long time. But when I knew that something wasn't right, I followed my instinct. And this happened in Japan too. happened in Japan. We were very like well-paid hostess ladies, and I'm not talking any kind of illegal activity, just basically hostess bar where you just sit and have a cocktail and chat. And we got paid very well too. We got 10,000 US dollars, equivalent to yen. And they did pay us in yen. It was in Japan. And so then like they said they weren't going to pay us that last portion. And then at that time, my other modeling partner, and I knew her for quite a few years too. We met dancing in a club. She was sick as a dog one night. But they told us they're not going to pay us. And she's like, she was sick the night before I got us out of there in a taxi that wouldn't even, they're kind of prejudiced to Americans. They were to us. I'm just stating what happened. And I'm not prejudiced at all, but I'm stating what happened to us. Like we were standing in our mink coats in the middle of the night waiting to go to a club or something. And nobody would pick us up. And it was below 32 degrees or some shit. I don't know, it was probably not that bad, but. So it's 5:50 on the clock, and I manifested a lot of jobs, modeling and acting jobs in my life, so that was good. Let's see, I have many dancer friends, and I actually made a living dancing for, I would say, over 2 decades. So that was really, really good, and I was always like one of the top people. Like, unless it was a club where I felt like they were outnumbering me, and then I would leave. Like I wouldn't even want to be there. But for the most part, like, because there's another trip where I had another model partner, but this was dance actually. And it was in Caribbean, one of the Caribbean islands. And it was a wild trip, but I pretty much taught her because she never danced with me, and she was a lot younger and a lot taller too. She was a famous rave chick out of a couple, and actually a female couple. And so I was like, listen, dude, this is how we do it, okay? Because I came from like clubs where I would just make enough for a gourmet dinner in Dallas, Texas, at Chez Zay, you know, if I said it wrong, the French restaurant, we went a lot. That was my other partner now. I'm talking about another partner. But yeah, that was in the Caribbean at a club, and we danced in 5-6 inch heels on the bar. And there were lights. I mean, it was kind of dangerous, I'm not gonna lie. And I just, you know, what the heck? I was super young, and I just really didn't have a care in the world. And, you know, knock on wood, everything was perfect. And then they had this private room where you would go in and go like, literally, like you didn't even have to like touch the guy. Like you didn't have to sit on his lap or grind or do anything. All you had to do was talk about the club in the Caribbean where we were hired. So each story I told was a different dance partner. I guess you could say girlfriends, just all my girlfriends. Let's see. Did I ever have a girlfriend that wasn't in modeling? That's the question. So I think the answer is no, actually. So that tells you a little bit about my life. Let's see, I danced my way into influencer, and I manifest. So what am I manifesting? That's probably what you guys are wondering right now. Like, so shift, change, what has happened? Sorry, I'm not in your comments. I want to teach you about how your path will take you down different roads. And you have to be receptive to it. You have to open yourself up to the possibility of anything, basically. And that's how you let go of fear and anxiety and stress. So this is a good way, by stretching for like an hour and raising your arms. And it's been 54.44. Right when I looked, and it's 553. Have you guys noticed the 5s and the 4s and the 3s? And I was at 444 when I first got excited about, you know, I was excited. It's just, I get this extra boost being in show business. All of a sudden you tell yourself, Let's go. You know? That's what you have to tell yourself. You know? Squat. See, I want to always do these because, man, this is how, like, nobody can really guess my age. And then some people insult me and they think I'm older than I am. And so, you know, I don't really care what anybody thinks, to be honest. I'm just happy. And I'm the same person that I was literally. I have evolved, like, spiritually, but as far as being me, I'm still the same. I'm still the same. I do everything the same. Like, I've been doing these since I could walk. This is the praying position. Butt cheeks are apart. It's so awesome because it separates your bones. Like, doesn't it suck to sit down all the time? Frick yeah. What are we manifesting in the comments? I'm going to speed read right now. I'm going to actually do the stance too. So I could, you have to like spread your ass out sometimes. I literally am not kidding. It's 555. If that isn't confirmation, then I don't know what is. This is your world, Quentin, and always will be. Time is valuable and every second count. That's right. We all own up to what we have. We own up. Damn. I just want to keep my dancer body because I feel better when I stretch and I want to feel better. I don't want to feel miserable and I don't want to die a painful death. I want my body to stay in shape, and that's why I stopped eating so much. Hi, Charlene again. Oh, you have a relative. Oh, we're over there. Thanks. Thanks for telling me. I'm very discreet. Like, I don't think you really want me like telling like where, unless you're in the live. And then you got Aladdin. Thanks for the gift. See, I held my hand up. Did you see that? See, I'm really flowing now. I'm flowing. See, just like when the offers came in this week, they just flowed. You know, it's like I just studied my real estate school. Something told me to tell her. I've been telling every realtor I talk to practically. And they're like, well, that's great, you know, and each one will say a little something, and that gives me confidence. The confidence is knowing real estate and then learning all of the vocabulary and then terms and laws. That's the clincher. Now, passing the test, when I do decide to do it, okay, now I do have to moderate because I don't appreciate disgustingness. And boom. So I don't appreciate like really disgusting shit, and I don't want it here. It's totally uncalled for. Therefore, because usually I'll just like silence them for a while when I do the moderation. And if it's really disgusting though, or vulgar, or anything disgusting, I will be hide user from channel. That's the setting, in case any creators want to know. That's the one that blocks them, bans them. Daniel, are you a man? Of course, we had to have that today, didn't we? We had to have at least one doubt. Do I really look like a man to you? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Really? Really? Quentin, on Vice Lord, that's a beautiful man. Yeah, right? That's one hell of a beautiful man. Woo! You know? I'm a man. No. I'm not a man. I'm a woman, dude. Totally. I'm a girl, and they say lady, whatever. I don't even, that term is okay, but I'm a girl. Sending hearts to you, Charlene. Boom. Let them float up on the side. Let the hearts flow. Danielle, I like your laugh. Quentin, so you know that's all authentic, natural, beautiful woman there, because I ain't never in life heard or saw a beautiful man. Oh, I've seen beautiful men, but I'm a woman, so I would say that. And you could say that too. Actually, let's talk about that for a second. Did you know that the word beautiful is vast and it has no gender? My crystals, my Christmas crystals that I'm sharing with you. How are you, Charlene? I'm fine. Jen, you're still here too? Oh, I love you, girl. The moon is 8 illuminated. Ooh, 8%, really? That's kinky. You know, you know what? A lot of people ask, is this a joke? Is this, you know what? Sometimes it is, literally. Sometimes it is. And I think that's what happened on Facebook, because a lot of people did write, is she kidding? Or is this Saturday Night Live? And then again, Brittany, that you, and I'm like, I saw a video where I actually do, she looks like, I'm older, obviously. She looks like me. Today, I saw a video. It was like Brittany something, it might not have been her page, but they might have taken it. You know how that goes too. And that was weird. It was like she was just standing there, like, I don't know. There was just something about the energy. It was very in the house. And I'm like, okay, I could see how people could like make that joke. And I think it's funny. But I don't make fun of Britney Spears at all. Because I almost said Britney Star, my friend Britney Star. I don't make fun of Britney Spears at all because I think she's a doll. I think she's a very talented young lady. I knew her as being a little childhood superstar. And so, someone wrote, are you related? And I said, I am her soul, what did I say? Something like soul connection to spread the word on you're allowed to be whoever you want to be. I don't know. I can't remember exactly, but it wasn't meant any way like except how I said it. So it was eloquent. It was something about having a soul. We both have in common that we have a soul contract. That's what I said. To show people that it's okay to be themselves. That's what I wrote. When someone said, are you related? And then I got the are you related a few times and that TikTok dance. And then today, someone thought I was a man again. I've been getting that a lot on YouTube, which is interesting. Maybe my voice is scratchy because I haven't had, maybe that's why people think I'm of the male gender. I don't know. Maybe it's that. Maybe I don't show this one enough because this one shows my femininity. What else we got? You guys are like, moon is in Aquarius. Woo! You said something about that. Oh, that explains my mom, because my mom is Aquarius. Oh, I get it. And I'm a Sagittarius. Woo! What a clash. Even though those two are compatible, but it's two very earthy, fiery energies, and you need to give each other space. I like that. 22 people in the comment again, or watching, and then 18 thumbs up. And then now that number is 7. Oh, the 7's coming into play. Oh, and it was 601, 64, 610. I'm big time into numerology. I'm opening up because isn't that what YouTube wants me to do as a creator? Isn't that my sole purpose, to come on here and show people who I am? Isn't that exactly what I'm supposed to be doing? Or am I supposed to be hiding? You know, I'm proud of everything I've done. I'm like, yeah, let's go. That's true manifestation. Be your own rooting system, your own cheerleading team, your pep club. Be your own audience. Be your own fan club and cheering, rooting system. Applaud yourself. Everything you've done, just everything you've done. Write down 5 things what you want to do. And don't be like scared, well, maybe I didn't want to do that. Just put it anyway, maybe. But then if something better comes along, then put that. You'll know what your 5 things are. I haven't done it yet. I did a few of them. I'm on number like 3 because, let's see, the peacefulness is first, right? So I want peace in my life, okay? And that's not always easy, right? It used to be a lot more peaceful of a world. And so you got your medicine shield. I want peace, like this, right? And so that's, but write it as if you have it though. I have peace, I have it. And it's such a good exercise because do you know how good it feels to have peace of mind right now? And then my second on my list, I have the ability. The ability. That was the second one that I said earlier because it is, as you get older, like it's not as easy. Like literally you start getting pains and shit. And you're like, that's why I stretch, you know. Like right now, like it feels cramped. So I'm gonna tell you as I'm squatting. And if you do this enough, you won't have to do it all the time. So it just feels good to be in your space and put focus. And when I say focus, I'm talking about minutes on the hour, right? So, because we've been here 68 minutes and 08 seconds. And so that was like a chunk of like a meditation, a block. It's a block of time. It is a container to throw your dreams into, like the wind. Whoosh. And just, if they come back, then they come back. And that's how you figure out what you like, actually. Sometimes you have to let go in order to see if you like something. And same thing with people. Sometimes people need a break to see, you know, what their thoughts are going to be, because you don't know your next action. And nobody knows your next action because you don't know, because it's the great mystery. It's the great mystery, life. And we don't really know what's going to happen, but we can set, I'm going to say goals. It sounds so cliche, but set ambitions. We could set things that we want to do. It could be anything. It could be related to owning something materialistic, or moving somewhere, or having somebody, or having a family. It could be anything that you're manifesting. But you need to like let it go first. That's the way that you think things over. You have to think things over. Like for instance, let's say you get an offer for something And then you're so excited all day long and you're like sprinting around, like getting the spa treatment, having the car washed. And you just feel so energized because you got this offer to do something. It just boosts your self-esteem. And then, but by the time you get home, it's like, okay, I'm tired now. And I don't want to think about my success today anymore, actually. I just want to just be me. And so that's when you just give it to the universe, just hand it over, all of it, just whoosh, with the wind. And the thunder beings are giving us energy all in the meantime. And we're doing that move, that dance move that I have to do on that Chanel trend that I'm going to be trying. And I also have to learn the move. So it's, Parker, Silver Silverado, right on. How does it feel to be going the speed limit in that Silver Silverado? How does it feel to have the wind in your hair through the sunroof and the heated seats and the heated steering wheel and your partner sitting beside you? Add that in, why not? And then, boom, right? Imagine it. That's the visualization of having it. When I wanted a house, I said, okay, I'm going to make a whole list and things I'm going to do as soon as I get the keys, as soon as escrow closes. Boom, you're in. Started knocking them out. I had all the vendors, whoever, I put marble walls, new bathtubs, new counters, granite, the finest granite in the world. Okay? When I take a bath, I'm in heaven. I created this space that saves me today. It caught me like a glove. It took all my worries away. It was so comforting. I fell into the clouds when I took a bath in my bathtub that I had installed here when I moved here. And it's a jacuzzi tub too. And I was like, oh my God, yes. Because if I didn't have that, I wouldn't feel good, literally, because I feel pretty damn good. Like right now, I'm trying to figure out which stretcher size I need to do while we're manifesting. And that's self-care. So that's a big part of it. See, I could just make one video of like 60 seconds, like telling you all the pinpoints. And I might. One Monday when I just don't want to go live, which is, I don't know when that'll be because I love coming live and I love seeing you here. But it wouldn't be as interesting as actually, first of all, learning about someone's life, because that is actually what content creators are good at, which is showing people who they are. And YouTube wants that from creators. They want authenticness. They want that. That's important to them because it shows that I'm being true to yourself. So I, the creator, am being true to myself and true to my audience. And people, the audience, friends, because you guys are literally friends, you email me and stuff. And see, this feels good on the cheeks too. It separates the cheeks. Yeah, definitely. And that is my manifestation, Imagine that, having so many. Now, it's like, I'm not bragging. I'm talking about the way I feel when I lay my head down at night, okay? Just having a support system, friends, it just feels damn good, okay? It feels damn good. I'm not gonna lie. It's one of the best rewarding careers in the world That's why there's a lot of hate comments. See, I worked to get here. I showed up, you know, that's big. See, it's 614, 10, 11. The numbers are moving. Of course they are, because the clock is ticking. The reason that I have views, and I'm not saying I have millions of views on YouTube. I actually do. Actually, what am I talking about? If they add them up, and if you go to somebody's channel, then YouTube channel, then it says more. There's a little thing with 3 dots, I think. And then if you go down to the bottom of the creator's channel, it'll show you how many views their channel has gotten over time. I actually do have a couple million and counting views. And I do have one video that has 200,000 or something. Then there's another one that's got a lot, like 100 or 70. And then there's a few others that have 48,000. I'm like, hell yeah, let's go, YouTube. Let's go. Cheers. Merry Christmas, everybody. And you guys are probably wondering, well, how are the views on Monday Manifestation? And thank you for asking. That's a really good question. And let me answer that graciously. I could tell you that I've had some pretty big success on these 25 episodes in the way where, because you don't know what that means, so let me break it down. One video got 5,500 views in the hour and some minutes. Because it'll be a live recap and I take those right after, it's screenshots. And then one of my last ones that I just did, one of these past Mondays, have gotten over 2,000 views in the live. And those are people that actually joined in during the live because it's a live recap. My cat is crying. Baby, baby, come here. Come here, baby. Okay, let's get your comments. Oh, Bursa, Jamie Lee Curtis. He said, oh my God, is this Jamie Lee Curtis? You guys. I was saying last week's Monday Manifestation, how I've heard every single actress name. Not that yours isn't totally hilarious. They all are. And thank you. That is so funny. I'll teach you how to do the dab. Really? No, I hope not. Unless that's a dance. If it's a dance, yeah. Do I make lotions? No, but I should. I should. Because I use all natural products. Charlene, snow expected tomorrow. Oh, goodness. Woo, put on that hoodie and have a nice time keeping warm. Get some hot toddy. Sean. Sean, this is a woman that will cook you breakfast in the morning and send you on your way. That's true. That's true. I would get up to cook you breakfast. I would. You seem like the kind of guy that I would want to cook breakfast for. Hope you are well. I hope you are well, True North. I am. Let's be well together. Let us all let in our goals. Isn't it neat? Because I guarantee you, like, the position you're in today isn't going to be where you're at, like, in the future, tomorrow, the next day. There's nothing ever stays the same, literally. Nothing ever stays the same. Even your phone, like, you get used to your phone and you're like, I looked at my phone once a couple years ago. In 2023, I remember having this thought. I got really intense with my thoughts because I had made it literally. I was pulling in 30 grand a month off my views on Facebook. And it was like rags to riches. I mean, I've always been very successful. When I say rags, I'm talking a couple 100,000, I've had over my life or whatever. But to actually make 36,000 in 3 months was euphoric. And it happened when it was like, it's like, I called my mom like, hey, it said 100 average a day, because they had a daily average, but that was over a 30-day, it would be for the 30-day count. And then she's like, that's cool, because it was like 64 or something. It was averaging 65. And then she's like, wow. And then the next day it went up to like $189 a day. And I'm like, oh my God, Mom, I'm making $190 off my views on Facebook a day in a 30-day average. And then my brother was listening too. May he rest in peace. I lost him earlier this year. And my brother was 60. And so I literally said, you know, the next day I called up. I felt my brother listening. I mean, it was an interesting thing that was happening. And it seemed like that they started waiting for my phone calls. My phone calls started coming in, you know, daily. And this went on for about a month. And that's, you know, people say, well, how did I break through? Like, I could clip this part and just make a video and I'll call it. Because I own this content and I could clip my replay, you know, how I broke in. And then, because, you know, people don't, what does that look like? To go from like making like $1,500 a month to $15,000 a month. And then in 10 days, $27,000 a month. You know, what does that look like? Well, this is what it looked like. So we had this 30-day stat. And like I said, it went from 100 to 2, and then it went to like 290. But then on the 4th day, it went up to like 350 or something. And I called my mom again, my brother, you know, I would hear him sometimes making noise in the background because that was his way of letting me know. I mean, my brother, you know, was not handicapped. He was quiet. And so he didn't want to interrupt my mom and I's conversation, but he wanted me to know. I could hear his little noises. And one time I heard him stirring cream of wheat. And he was stirring it loud, right? And anyway, so it got up to like the 5th, 6th, 7th day. And I think I called my mom now because it passed 1,000. I was making 1,000 a day, right? And then, well, no, there's more. Hang on. And I was like, dude, bro, like, Mom. And I'm like, Ricky, you know, I go, Ricky, let's go. Like, Ricky, like, dude, we're balling, dude. Like, he's my real brother. That's my real mother. Not that it wouldn't matter if they weren't. I'm just saying, it's like, that's my family. And I'm like, so I call up again. It's like the 31st day, because I did it. I hit a 30,000 threshold in, I don't know, it was like mid-month. It went from like July 15th to August 15th. Because I remember August check on the 20-something was big, like 15 grand. And then my next check, September, which was exactly like when I closed escrow and shit. And like, so I already had enough money to close escrow on, but the underwriters and my lending officer, first, they already knew that I had 2 huge checks come in when I was in escrow, like bigger checks I've ever had in my life. And it wasn't planned. It was planned to manifest success as a creator, but I didn't know that in July, my earnings were gonna go from, and so what does it translate? It translated to views. It was views. It was freaking amazing. It was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And I would go outside at the pool, and I didn't like, my head didn't get big. I was tripping. I was so freaking rich. You're probably wondering, well, what happened? They pulled the rug out from the pay system. Like all these creators like made like pennies after that. And I went down with them. Because I'm one of the first people to monetize. And I have all the contracts. It's just somebody hacked my page. But that's another story. But basically these views were freaking amazing. And I didn't like get my mind. You're probably going to ask me, what did your head go through? What was your head space when that happened? My mind didn't like all of a sudden, because I'm humble. I didn't all of a sudden go, fuck, how much do you make? How much do you make? I started thinking that a little bit. I'm like, damn, this is fucking silly money. It got up to $1,400 a day. I called my brother. Then I just stopped calling because that's enough, right? They get the point. But then it was like the carpet got pulled out from under me. I went from making like my view, but the views were still there, and they are still there, and they're still growing. And I haven't even posted since I got hacked in March of 25. And so, but the hacker reposted some of my videos, but he also put a lot of disgusting photos and articles that I didn't write. They were all since March 30th or 31st of 2025. I know the 31st is when I knew I got hacked, because that's when I logged in, but I don't remember the last time I logged in before that. I usually had logged in 2-3 times a day. But they stopped paying me, and they paid me like pennies on the dollar, and I don't know why. I really can't. They call it a change in a pay system. I don't know if the advertisers there wasn't a need for creators' views anymore. Maybe it got inflated. I'm just this is all conjecture and speculation, these comments about what I think could have happened with my pay at Meta. Like why was I still getting millions of views, but why did all of a sudden, was it because they were taking it? Because they never were see, YouTube's transparent about the cut. 55-45. I think that's what it is. I mean, if I forgot, it goes to show you, I don't really care what YouTube takes, because I wouldn't even have this if it wasn't for YouTube. So like, take away giving and receiving. We get the bigger end of the percentage, but Facebook was never transparent about that. And I always was suspicious about that. I knew that that was a hole for them to escape out of. And sure enough, it ended up happening. They ended up escaping from having to pay anybody. Some way, somehow they did it. And then they started paying pennies instead of thousands. And so that's what happened. And you're probably wondering, damn, how did you survive that? Well, first of all, I didn't tell anybody for a long time. And then I decided I'm just going to tell everybody, because there's a lot of people that it happened to. And I'm a support system for you, babe. If it happened to you, because I talk about it, my algorithm shows up people that got similar things done to them. But what's weird is I'm hearing the latest trend is the creators, Facebook is taking them down. Like, what are they saying? They deleted my page, they deleted my profile. And I'm like, whoa. And I wrote in one person's post, well, mine got hacked, and Facebook is allowing the hacker to continue to run my page. So that's all kinds of illegal right there. It's my First Amendment to not have a hacker take over my property. And it's interesting. I read that, and that is actually very true. It is the exact, and it's also libel, because they have, so it's slander, because they're ruining the reputation by actually posting an image. It doesn't even have to be a video, because they reposted my videos and I didn't even mind, because it's just keep promoting me. And they're doing well, the ones that they did, but then they stopped because they realized that's not doing them any good. And what the weirdest thing is, you guys, I'm still getting paid. But like I said, our pay is like, and I still have a supporter group over there. Thank you for the supporters on Facebook. I say this on YouTube because I know some of you are over here watching me, because I'm not over there anymore. And thank you for being here, and thank you for still, and I remind you guys that I'm still the one receiving the checks. And then I'm like, uh-oh, the tax, where you have to renew your tax thing, and I can't even get in, and I'm thinking, am I gonna stop receiving the checks? And then who is? Like, are they gonna send the hacker my 1099? Because at that point, if that happened, that's highly illegal of Meta. I would have to get, well, I already have the FBI involved, but I would have, well, I guess there is no hire. The FBI is probably watching this right now because I actually talked to him. So, first I made a report, and then when I saw that they were putting soft pornography on my page, they're posting it, I called because I saw there was a number to call that's close to the headquarters in Menlo, California. And so I called, and I got someone on the line in the middle of the night, and he verified everything that I put in the report. He was probably reading it. And then, because it goes by your name and your phone number probably. And then he said, I recommend you continue on with the report. And so I did what he said. And now I'm just letting them do their thing. I just trust that. And there's really disgusting. Have you looked lately, dude? Oh my God. There's this freaking thing, like, it's so pornographic, and it's not me. I'm not posting it, and it's ruining my image. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. It's not even good looking. Shit, if it was hot, no. I still wouldn't like it because it's not the platform for that, and that's not good. That's putting shedding a bad light on me. Not only is the hacker doing it, but Meta is allowing the slander and the libel. It's actually not slander. I meant to say defamation. It's defamation. And there's First Amendments, but there's the middle of the First Amendment, there's other sentences. There's a lot of sentences to the First Amendment, but there's one sentence that clearly states the right to not be slandered upon in defamation. It literally says that, okay? So, they're breaking the law. We have a real problem. Me and Meta, we have a real problem because they are they're procuring, because anybody that watches that shit is going to come back and be a customer of Meta now, right? Okay, so they're attracting disgusting content, and everything has changed on, it's really all about like filth and fake news. So I bonded with a lot of people, and I met a lot of friends, and some of you are over here, and I like that part about it. But I noticed that there's a lot of human trafficking going on that site. And so they actually posted one of those on my freaking page, and I was able to send a message. That was the one that I called in the middle of the night, and my mom gave me that energy to call. Because would you think to call the FBI in the middle of the night? But if your mom says to you, well, surely there's someone you could talk to? And I was like, yeah, huh? Because I had filled out that report. Dude, I got FBI on the phone, bro. Like in the middle of the night, bro. Right? And they've got people investigating these people because they're putting illegal content on my page, bro. And they know it. The government and the FBI know it, that it wasn't me. Because my story matches. They haven't even asked me for proof because they know that I'm the victim. I'm not the one. I'm not the perpetrator. The perpetrator is the hacker, the person who is putting the videos. Even if they weren't like illegal content, it's still perpetration. It's still slander, libel, defamation. Libel is basically when they write. So they wrote something. They put a picture of an office or something, and I think they wrote, wouldn't you like to get under the desk or something, you know? And then it had like a photo of me or something. It was something bad. It was libel, L-I-B-E-L. Look it up if you don't know. Entertainers and influencers and creators and authors, anybody, athletes, anybody, celebrity actually, anybody who owns a successful business, anybody who is in the public's eye is considered a celebrity, you know, even if you're not even famous. I think the definition is famous, but just don't worry about being famous. Just show up and just enjoy the journey. So I feel really relaxed now, and I feel that everything is, I set my intention to let whatever's supposed to happen happen, because I'm sort of living like vicariously right now in my own shoes. I'll tell you why. Because I have offers to do stuff, and I'm trying a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And when I do these Monday manifestations, I get excited because I don't know what's going to happen this week, and none of us do. But if we do things to make things happen, then things will happen. And then, but there's also things that are going to happen that we didn't expect to happen. Like when I called that realtor, I wasn't expecting, give me a second. I wasn't expecting to get an offer to work for her team. Boom. I had a little orange soda. I wasn't expecting to get an offer for her team. I was calling about a property she had. And it just sort of happened though. I'm like, yeah, I went to real estate school. Because we just said a few nice words. She's like, oh, you do marketing? You know, because I told her I do. Sometimes I tell people what I do, the marketing for social media. And sometimes I don't. Depends on my mood. But if I'm talking to someone who I know that I can manifest something great, I'm going to tell them that I'm proactive, you know. And I think it's interesting to them because they see that I'm interested in the same thing they are. And when people have things in common, it makes a connection. What did I miss, you guys? Thinking about your powers to squat. Ralph Nee, oh, I know, man. I need more. Quentin, thanks for your support. He said, that's all that matters, honey. This goes way back. How's the hot tub? This chat. Google said low waist refers to a style of clothing like pants or skirts where the waistband sits low on the hips, well below the natural waistline. This style. TWC, you could be a mod for me because someone did it, Keith, tonight. But I don't even need to assign you. Like, if you want to do it, you can just comment all you want. You know what I mean? I appreciate it. And even if you defend me once, I'm like, thank you. Because sometimes people get pretty rude. But I didn't see any bad comments, Quentin. I'm working up a sweat, you guys. These lights... Women, hi Charlene. These are way back. These go way back. You're a queen. How far are these? I'm going to scroll. You're gorgeous. You guys are nice. I'm sweaty. I don't feel like a queen when I'm sweating. Well, actually, yes, I do. Oh, upstate. Looks like you're trying to recapture some of your youth. Exactly. I am living my youth. I am. Charlene, can you sing? Yeah, my mom says I can, because I'm joking around all the time. I have a TikTok where I sang that song, Spirit heal me where the truth is gonna let me walk upon the waters. Yeah, I sang in choir and stuff, and I like to sing, but it's for fun. But you know I love to dance. You know I do. I might be too stiff to actually dance. Even though I stretch, I just still feel stiff. That's why I'm like, shaking it out, shake it out. This is my time to stretch and exercise. Quentin, but your beauty isn't just any beautiful, you're unique. Oh, Jason, thanks for the 100. Thank you, Quentin. Thank you, Jason. Thank you, guys. You make me feel so good. You know that dance move? No, actually, that's... I got it. I nailed that one. Woo! Singing might help. Oh, good. Why, Jarvis, why the disrespect and rudeness from the chat? This divine female is so amazing. You guys are so lovely. If I could hug you through this screen. I am hugging you. Jarvis, I'm hugging you guys. You know that? I feel you guys. Aaron, cheers. Aww. My lips are looking dry right now. They're not bad, actually. I'm just sweaty. Like, I mean, it's not that bad. I don't want to be, I don't like this feeling sweaty. It's the lights, see? Actually, my body isn't sweaty. I'm just like right here and right here. It's like, ugh. Absolutely stunning. I'm reading your comments, guys, because they don't play back, and people need to know why I'm blushing, you know. Jarvis, wow, just wow. Oh, would you do that dance move with me if I asked you to? The one where you say, where the guys do it, and it's so cute. And they go, squat, touch your knees, and stand up. But when the guys do it, it's so cute. True North, sending my friend Corin an applause. True North, I'm sending so much love your way this holiday season. You've been so supportive, and I feel our connection on a daily basis, and it's just superior. Not superior to my other friends. It's superior to negative feelings. It's healing. Just like all my other friends, it's like, it just feels, there's a friendship. And I feel it with a lot of you. I feel it with all of you, because if you comment, then I know you're there. Because if you're just watching and you're a silent watcher, I don't know you're there. So if you want to get to know each other, I could kind of sense who you are by your comments. Uh-oh. Keep it clean, Quentin. Damn, keep it clean. That was borderline. I'm like, Bruce, I get an email from my bank every month, and we are definitely not friends. Huh. I'm glad you get an email from your bank every month. Quentin, you deserve that every month. What? I got love. I got love. I got nothing but love. Quentin, love you. I am aiming for 30G a month. I've never seen it spelled with a G. It's like a K usually, 30K. But G, I like that. That's a stack a day, but that's the minimum. Good. Good. Just picture it in your hands, you know? And if you have it already, picture more. Hold it. Hold it in your hands. Sometimes I get money and I just hold it. Nothing wrong with that. There's no shame in that game. Come on, Quentin. Really? You must be very successful. You're working on 44 trillion. That's when I'll be settled with a ring. 12.8, come early. My name as long as I live on Earth. Good. I'm happy. I'm happy. Cast, whisper those sweet nothings into our YouTube ears. How cute. Jason, thanks for the 100. What should I whisper? Little ASMR. I have what I was hoping for. I want what I know that I desire. I have it. I'm there. I am receiving. It is happening. I'm holding it in my hand. I'm visualizing that I have what I want. I'm receiving abundance. Abundance of views, friends, fans, followers. And some people are friends, fans, and followers. Like that person said he didn't want to be my friend. That's okay. I just meant I feel friendly. And, but there's a category, you know, it's a person. Bruce, it's a person. It's a person in your life who you shared a moment with. Thank you, Quentin, for saying I deserve that. We all deserve. I deserve you guys are good students too, like literally, like, man, you guys blow me away. And some of you aren't students, you're masters, and you're here to march right along. We're marching right along with our manifestations. And we're doing it individually, and we're doing it together in Monday Manifestation, and then we're doing it as our own person. What do I want? What do I want? You know? It's good to like let it all go and like not know that you want anything. Just throw it away. Because whatever is meant to come back will, literally. Let me get some of this. And that's where the focus and the concentration comes on. And that's how you claim your fortune. Because you are concentrating, you're focusing on doing something, and then all of a sudden something happens, see? Like the example of the broker saying, hey, I have a team, and you sound like you're good at marketing. And it's like, yeah, like it's because I am in the right place at the right time. I'm being proactive by even calling about houses because I'd like to invest in another property. It's like I'm calling about houses, you know, and that's how I meet people who are doing the same stuff as me. So that has to do with action, taking action, you know, literally taking action. Manifesting, thinking about it, and then manifesting the progress. Where's my cat? Poor baby. I think she went to bed. So please put in the comments, what have you done? I love sharing my life, but I also want to hear from you. I want to know. And I think a lot of people these days, they don't really want to share details of anything. And actually, that's a really good way to be. It's really good to be like secretive and private because you hold on to your energy, but there's some people that you do want to speak to. And then that feels good too, because sometimes you have to release like a lot of like stuff if it happens to you. I know that for a fact because like it's been a big help being able to tell my mom like what Facebook did to me, and she was there. She fully understands. And if I didn't tell her, then I'd be bottling it all up. So that's not good either. And having the support system and people saying, hey, I'm not going to put details about what I'm manifesting, but life is good, good vibes, 100%. Let's go, Corin. Let's go, YouTube. Let's go, people. Let's go. Let's do what we need to do. Let's have faith in ourselves. Let's have a lot of faith in ourselves and feel deserving. That's a huge part of it. It's huge. That's why I always bring it up. I am deserving. I am receiving. Two more comments. Yeah. Oh, I love your hearts, True North. Thank you. The back of my lower back is tight. So I'm like doing things. Well, Bruce, you're the most amazing me. Something on the internet. How cute. That's okay, because I have to teach examples, because if I just tell you, you need to do this, you need to do that. No. People learn from other people's live stories. And that's what YouTube is about. And actually the CEO wants creators to talk about ourselves. But I'm focusing on you. I'm focusing on you, babe. I want people to actually improve because I am manifesting the most amazing things that have ever happened to me in these 25 episodes. I used to manifest, but when I decided to do this and show up 25 Mondays in a row, I realized to this point, I am so high on life. Like, can't you tell? Like, wow, I feel great. Like, I can't wait to see what I'm going to manifest this week. Every week, the craziest shit happens to me. Like astronomical. Really big success. Like freaking CEOs want to do business with me. Like I've always known them, but like now they're starting to like make me offers, bro. Let's go. Woo! Hello, Will. I would love to ask, have you watched Stranger Things? And what's your favorite character? Mine is Will and Mike. Actually, I like them too. Thanks, that's a cute question, thank you. Yeah, I definitely love that. Thanks for asking. Yeah, Jarvis, respect this beautiful lady. She isn't being negative towards you, is she? Exactly. See, now we're gonna go with lifting. Just simply lifting. It feels so good, you have no idea. Oh, and today I did all my like massages on my shoulders and my arms and my legs. And then this right here is, it's like, it's a further continuation of the workout because I elevated my legs and now they're like loose enough to actually be able to do this. Man, you have no idea. When you work out while you're manifesting, fuck. That's all I have to say. It's the biggest high I've ever known in my life. And like I said, after I press end on the live and then I go and I just go about my evening and my days, and these amazing freaking like successful people like want to do business with me, I feel so damn good. Even if I don't end up doing business with them, the fact that they want to is mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. And that's what I've manifested. And that's why I'm talking about myself. Because I want you to know that this shit works, okay? Manifestation is real. It is real. And the more you focus and concentrate on what it is you want, the more it just rolls in. It rolls in, baby. Prayers. Everybody take a deep breath and relax. True North, thank you for saying prayers. You're so nice. Everybody just relax. It's not that serious. Let's have fun. And the holidays are coming up. So everybody love each other. I'm going to take off. Thank you for watching. Thanks for subscribing to my YouTube channel. And thank you for smashing that notification button to know when we're live, because we have a really cool group. Thank you for being in my life. Thank you. Thank you for becoming a member. Thanks for the subscription. That's helping me. I get to pay off a couple utilities or buy myself a new dress with that. And that actually feels good too, because there's people that are like supporting my cause. Thank you. So stiff I can't even bend over. I don't know why. It's my lower back. I remember I lifted some pieces of furniture like around my house and I probably did it wrong. And that's why I'm like, I'll see you guys in the next video. Mwah. Mwah, 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 mwah. Big hug. God, I hate leaving and you know that. You know that. And you guys are still there because you know that I'm not going to go anywhere. You know that. You know. Because you know I have a hard time leaving a lot. Now it went from 10 to 18. I have a hard time leaving. I almost hit the end button and then it doubled. Like I have a hard time leaving when people are there. Same thing like if I'm watching a play or a performance, I'll wait for the next song. I'll never just get up in the middle of I don't like leaving. I don't like disappearing when people are watching me. Like, okay, I'll see you later. I got better things to do. I hate it actually. I hate it. Because I enjoy you so much. Another message held for review. Jarvis, thank you for always being so amazing and kind. Thank you, babe. Thank you. Thank you all. Many likes to you. See, now I can go. Now I can go. Merry Christmas. I love you.